In Objective 12.2, we're discussing installment loans. In this particular section, we're identifying credit history, how to identify installment loans, and approximate APR. As we approximate APR, it takes into consideration our finance charge as well as the amount financed. In the green box, finding the annual percentage rate is demonstrated for you here. You'll also understand how better to use this table. This table is the annual percentage rate table for monthly payment plans. This is based upon every finance charge per $100 of the amount financed. Examples are provided for you here, but let's go ahead and do some examples for you. In this set of questions, we're identifying the finance charge and the total installment cost, or the TIC. In this case here, we have the amount financed, the down payment, the cash price, the number of payments, and the amount of payments. This information is used to identify the following. We take the down payment and we add that to the number of payments and the amount of payments. Remember, order of operation, this must be completed first. This will give you that's right, our total cost, in this case here, total installment costs. If we take our total installment costs and we subtract the cash price, this will give us the finance charge. I've provided a few more examples for you here. In this next series of examples, we'll be using the formula below for approximate APR. 24 times the finance charge divided by the amount financed times, again, order of operation, 1 plus the number of payments. Let's demonstrate that now. In this case here, we've got the amount financed, the finance charge, the number of monthly payments, and the approximated APR. We're using the same formula discussed. So, for number 8, let's take 24 times our finance charge over the amount financed times 1 plus the number of payments. Calculating out, we get 10.2% approximate APR. 9 and 10 are also demonstrated for you here. In 12.2, we also discussed finding the annual percentage rate using the annual percentage rate table. This is the table located in your text. So, for example, in this case here, the amount financed, the finance charge, and the total payments can be found with the following. Finance charge times 100 over AF. So, our finance charge, 185.86 times 100. This will be over the 1400. That gives us 13.2. This is from the 24 payment row. The APR will then be 12.5%. Let's take a look at that table now. In question 14, where we're calculating $7.14 with 12 payments, we work across the row until we find the closest thing to 7.14, and that is 7.18. So we know it's 13%. For the next one, 15, our calculation is $6.49 with 14 payments. So, once again, using the table, for 14 payments, the closest thing to $6.49 is going to be 10.25%. Let's take a look at one more. In this case here, we're solving the application problems using the formula that's located on page 468 to estimate the APR. In this here, I've demonstrated an example down payment calculation, TIC or total installment cost, finance charge, and approximate APR. These calculations are shown for you here. In a word problem, for example, this electric guitar, and identifying the estimate APR and the exact APR using the table, I've calculated and demonstrated those for you here. Finally, in solving the application problems using the table, I've demonstrated in chip fabrication here, and let me demonstrate 26 for you now. Our payment of $214.88 multiplied times 100 divided by the refrigerator cost with no down payment gives us the value of $13.43. I then use the table on the row of 30 to identify the number closest to $13.43, and that is 10%. This is another example, repeating those steps. As you look at word problems, read and extract the information carefully. Also be sure you're identifying the answers to both questions if it is a compound question. In this example, the TIC or the total investment cost and the annual percentage rate are both required. Let's take a look at 12.3, early payoff of loans